Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Sadiq Boy. I'm a revert to Islam. If I should appropriately introduce myself for the glory of Allah Ta'ala, my previous name was Abhivade Angirasa Bharaspatya Bharatwaja Triyarashaga Pranamita Bharatwaja Gotraga Dakshayani Sudraga Samasagadya Hai Srinivasa Sharma Namam Agamasmi Bhuku. In the year of 2005 January, in the city of Chennai, Dr. Zakir Naik had a very massive meeting which by the Allah Ta'ala's grace I was able to attend. There I was enlightened the truth of Tawheed and I was given the knowledge of who the true God is. I embraced Islam voluntarily, wholeheartedly, without any coercion.
Excuse me, brother.
Now my question is...
You have to ask your question. I would request the mic volunteers to kindly see that the speakers are learned.
Yes.
They know the subject.
Yes,
you directly have to ask your question rather giving the background. I assume both our speakers know the background of whatever question is put forward to them, and don't use the microphone for putting forward a comment. Please. That is my sincere request to all our audience. You all have been very cooperative, patient, very well-mannered. If the people who come on the question mic, if they follow this, I think it would add to the decorum of the program. Yes, brother.
Actually, when Dr. Zakir Naik was just giving his lecture, he told about Vishnu and he said that he is sustainer. When you stood up to give for 1 hour the lecture, you said about Vishnu and you said about the 5 elements which fills up the whole of the atmosphere, so on and so forth. Now coming to the point, Vishnu Sahasranama says very clearly in Hinduism, through which you yourself can give me an explanation. Suklam Bharadaram Vishnam Sasivarnam Saturpujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vikno Vashantaye Yashya Smarana Mahatrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Nimuchade Namattasmai Vishnavet Sarva Jishnavet Om Namo Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Sri Vaishambhayanu Vacha Sudhvadarmanaseshena Bhavanachaka Sarvasaga. I just stop here. My question right now to you is...
Excuse me, brother. See, what you are doing is giving a background and then putting forward your question. Please don't give a background. Directly ask what you want to ask. We assume the speakers know the background. Yes, his mic can be switched on. You have 1.5 minutes, 1 minute to ask your question. If you exceed that, we would stop. Yes, you can have the mic switched on.
Excuse me, Guruji. Please give me the correct essence of the basic few lines that I have chanted from the Vishnu Sahasranamam. If you can give me the clear essence, I am so confident right now at this spot. Our Allah's hidayat upon you is also not so far away at all. Not only on you, also on your followers, I tell you.
Excuse me, I would request the volunteers to kindly desist from allowing questioners to become little emotional. Let them ask sensibly, maintaining the decorum. Kindly don't allow people to put forward comment. They have to put the question. It is not befitting the occasion. We have two learned people and they do deserve a respect. If the person would ask a question like that, I would request the volunteers to kindly move him at the back. You may, if required, I would request them, if they get carried away, do carry them away. Thank you.
I have all compassion for this youth who is wrongly quoting, who has lost. And he is thinking, okay, Allah is going to give me his blessings. My dear, he has already blessed me. He is very close to me. And he has given me sense to make understand for youths like you who are bringing bad name to Islam. You think you only know the truth, nobody else know the truth. My dear child, wake up, respect. And all these scriptures are very deep, and I know what you're saying. There is so much more in the knowledge. Go deep into it. Don't scratch on the surface. And you have scratched on the surface, and okay, you might have been born in some family, with your will you have converted to Islam, it's fine. But dismissing something and taking something else simply shows your ignorance. It shows not your knowledge. It shows how ignorant you are about the knowledge, about the concept of God in Hinduism. So I would tell you, Vishnu Sahasranam, if you have to learn, it's a huge thing. Each word can bring one, you can write big books on that, but पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुवा, पंडित भया न कोई। ऐसे पंडितों से तो